What if you could connect to a website like Airbnb and find hundreds of listings worldwide that cost zero per night? That costs zero per week, zero per month. Like castle in France, villa in Costa Rica, villa in Spain, and much more. This is not fantastic. It is existing for real today, right now. But few people are talking about it, and even fewer are taking advantage of it. Too bad for them. This is how Hulda and her husband, Toromar, live like they're in the historic city in Tulum, in southern of Mexico. They love it. They stay in the luxury villa, drink their wine and eating tortilla. They have their own private pool, lodging in golden sandy beach and watching the wave roll on, just like several of our private members. They stay in a luxury villa, didn't cost them a dime. Yeah, it's true. Didn't cost them a dime. And soon I'll share the secret with you. You can practically stay anywhere in the world for free. So stay to the end of this video. It's very important to know all the detail. I'm Danielle Huard and I'm a digital nomad and I've been traveling this way since 2018. Now don't waste any more time searching for these free listings on Airbnb and other accommodation website. It doesn't exist. It's even so expensive right now. It's unbelievable. But I'm about to reveal my secret of digital nomad free travel and show you how you can use to stay in fantastic place all over the world without accommodation expense. Yes. Lisa and her husband Eric use it to stay for months in destinations like Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam. They love it. And recently, they went to Spain. They even stay in the center of Paris in a spacious apartment close to all the tourist attraction during summertime. And Lisa say, we save $1,000. A similar accommodation on Airbnb would have cost around €300 per night at least, and even cheap hotel. It's about €200 a night. But our apartment didn't cost us anything. That's what she said to me. Yes, right now. Martin and Emily used to stay in a luxury accommodation throughout Europe, Asia, and Mexico, also, and even Australia. And you could use this to enjoy extended vacation or as a digital nomad to stay around the world and beautiful and fast speed Wi-Fi. This is amazing. It's really like Airbnb, but it's free. The very first time I did it, I stay in a 15th century castle in France. I have my private pool, enjoy panoramic view on the hill in the valley in France. Renting a house in a French castle with my own private pool would have cost me at least 2,000 to 5,000 euro per week. This is a fact. It costs me nothing. Internet, and I have even cleaning free housekeeping in the house, and have, believe it or not, a car included with that for free. I was hooked from the first day, and I realized this is the way I want to travel from the moment on. No expensive hotel, no expensive Airbnb, and certainly no, big hotel. And I have to work in exchange for accommodation, like, life coaching stuff. I don't like those things. I stay in a French vineyard and I drink some beautiful wine. I stay in a sumptuous villa in Costa Rica. And I always have those beautiful ocean view all the time for free. This luxury accommodation allow me to live like an elite royalty as a digital nomad. And that's a big spend when you are working online and traveling all over the world. Thing that ordinary people can do. For example, our neighbor in Barbados invite us to a swimming pool in the ocean, and we opt with a neighbor on the island for lunch, and we stay in the paradise longer than average 2 weeks vacation, all include all those stuff. And that didn't cost us nothing. We create friends all over the world. This means we are able to enjoy incredible opportunity. And if you're a regular tourist, you don't have the time and the money to afford. So that was a beautiful, beautiful thing that we can do. And I enjoy my new kind of life as a digital nomad, stay free all over the world. One foot in Argentina and the other in Brazil, we were able to explore the spectacular fall. Imagine it's beating up the Canadian, stuff, Niagara Falls we see. While we were in Egypt, I went to the Nile cruise and I saw, usually it's $1,000 accommodation, but I stay there for free. And I'm traveling and I'm going to share with you my secret that I didn't tell nobody for the past many, many years. I didn't always live this way. In 2018 in Canada, I was stressed, overworked, and I could never get away for more than a week or two between, the payment of the house, the electric heating, the children, the two car, the phone, the education, dining house, and dining out in a nice restaurant sometime. And that was so stressful. I never stay in luxury villa overlooking the ocean during my vacation. Just the usual beach hotel with a few weeks here and there, like everybody does. I dream of a five-star trip to, for a far away destination, but it seemed like a fantasy until I find this traveling secret that allow me to stay in high-end accommodation over the world and all for free. Yes, for free. I'm talking about an extremely specific niche of elite luxury accommodation for free. To be clear, I'm not talking about house swapping because I really don't like this concept. This is something completely new and very secretive. So you can dismiss that idea right away. I'm going to reveal in the right now, and I won't be you won't believe your ear. It's called elite house sitting. To be more specific, is world elite house sitting. And I've been doing it for many, many years. At first, we almost dismissed the idea. That's why we didn't want to do that. I was not interested in taking a couple of dogs in another suburb in Montreal, and God forbid, in the hard winter at minus 40, how cold it is in Montreal. I didn't want to do that. But I dig deeper and I realized this extremely specific niche of luxury and elite house sitting exists. And it turned out to be a gateway to a dream life of elite luxury traveling in first class destination I never dream of. Regular accommodation is accessible to everyone. You sign up on an accommodation website, browse through the listing, like Airbnb, apply for, house sit because we have other agency, but it's not the same way. But I'm specifically talking about elite luxury accommodation in this type of first class place that hardly anyone, if you ever had access to. I've already mentioned that is house sitting is like Airbnb, but is free. But as a elite house sitter myself, you get much more just than just a free accommodation. Of course, you can stay in place you wouldn't otherwise be able to afford and find the perfect villa. I'm currently staying in a really nice villa with a view, with pool, and my favorite spot. This is the sixth time I come to this place because my client, the owner, love us so much. We have our old villa with the ocean view, of course. I love house sitting. This is beautiful because even we take care of some animal, and it's so wonderful. Staying in a nearby hotel in where I am right now would have cost at least €350 per night. And this would be a very ordinary hotel room because the Airbnb right now are so expensive and they're not always that good anymore. So we have also a car for free, and I have a gardener and a housekeeper that come twice a week. Is it wonderful? I'm staying here for 2 months. This is, we've been here, for a lot of time. I create friends that we made in our different trip, and we visit them in different place, and we have supper with them where we do for attraction. This is new friend that we create during this couple of trip that we make, and we did those house sitting. So when you travel this way, it's not just a casual visitor or tourist. You quickly become a part of the community and experience life as a resident. You go to the market, you go to different places. You're like a person who live in the city. In fact, it's the perfect way to explore and discover potential place to do your retire or your digital nomad if you want to stay there. Forget the short 2 weeks, it's not good. Without sitting, you can stay in the area longer and truly get the real sense of what it is to live in this place. When you know how to connect with the right type of luxury homeowner, which I will explain in more detail later in this video, you can connect with the community right from the start, knowing that you have a prearranged home when you come. And this is wonderful. You come from at the airport, they come pick you up, you go to the house sitter, and the owner are there, and they wait for you, and they welcome you as a friend. The host may introduce you with the neighbor. That's what happened to us, and we create more friends this way. And we could never meet those people. You quickly get to know the area and the way that's impossible for tourists. I'm convinced that house sitting will really enrich your life as much as it changed my life. And this is really much the way I'm going to live for the rest of my life. If you want to spend quality time in some of the most nice destination in the world for weeks, even for months, and live like a true local without paying for luxury accommodation, then what I'm about to tell you, this is for you. I'm very happy you stay till the end because I'm going to share with you how to do that. So let me help you to learn from my experience to discover what I done, what is good to know, what other luxury home living in, and simply replicate my success and redo it because there's a lot of owner that's waiting for people like you who are certified that can do it. By doing exactly what I'm doing, energy, money, and potential frustration you may face, it's gone because that's what happened to me when I start. I didn't have the experience and I did it. So I create something wonderful for people to start this wonderful life. How can you get to my help? Well, that's where my training, my masterclass, it's about to help you to do this kind of life. This is an offer you cannot miss, and it's a limit of time offer for a few days because I create a detailed training on everything I know about luxury house sitting and how to do it, and over the world, all over, living in a luxury home for free. Everything I've learned, everything I think you should learn to do this life is in this masterclass and is step by step. It's a very, very big masterclass that I create with 50 video from step to step. I'm giving you all the knowledge, the tool you need to start your adventure and luxury house sitting so you can exchange the last few weeks of the next winter, of early spring, to visit Paris, Caribbean, everywhere you want to know. So it's amazing. Once you access to my masterclass, you'll discover where and how to find top-notch luxury elite house sitting opportunity, how to build a winning profile, and make yourself stand out to the owner. That's are looking for a well-trained individual. That's what I've been created with my student. Right now they are working. They are all over the world. They are doing digital nomad and doing house sitting in different places. And they don't pay. It's free for them because it's an exchange. And this is what I would explain in the course. Which photo to use as a winning headline when you go to approach a new owner. It's all there. Reference, testimonial, learn how to get great one, even when you're just start out, and how to interpret them, the example. We don't stop once you secure your first elite house sitting with the ultimate masterclass for stay free in different accommodation all over the world. I have my support to make your experience memorable. You know the exact word we use in our profile to land a mission in any place in the world. The most elite house sitting opportunity, as well as a visa requirement, because a lot of people ask us for that, travel information, pricing for each of the best time of the year to arrange your house sitting in different part of the world. So you don't have to pay expensive air flights, so you have, the best deal, because you do have to pay your air flight. You don't pay rent, but you pay only just that. You'll be able to avoid the busiest time of the year and still experience, the communication, how to go with the luxury homeowner. You also have downloadable PDF, is more like a checklist book, and it's so important. You have contract in that. You have step how to do it, how to take care of an animal, how to take care of a house, and different things. I uncover all the detail and how to land housing assignment in some of the most beautiful destination in the world, all over the world. So this is the most comprehensive resource in the world. I'm telling you, I look for this and I never saw something like I create, and how to start a success in international house sitting today. I create this masterclass specifically to help you get ahead of the competition and land in the super luxury house and elite all over the world. So if you're looking to enjoy staying for free in a luxury elite accommodation all over the world with the most powerful resource at your fingertip, this is the opportunity to get. I also produce a series of very educational short video that you can replay as much as you want, because the masterclass remain in your member space for life and is to guide you through each part of the process. In each video, we'll talk about the most important thing for you to know, because there's no time to waste. You can watch the short video, get an idea of overview of each session of the course, then go deep into the important list. It's very well organized because I like it this way. I did it and I know what is inside. And that's exactly what I would love to have when I begin. In fact, this masterclass has already helped people like you completely change their way to spend time and to travel all over the world. And I don't offer this kind of access to everyone. I have a limit number of people in this masterclass because it takes too much of my time, as I am very present to answer your question throughout the process. So the special bonus is only available to you during a limit of time offer. If you're to put a value to this fabulous work that I've done, I would say the price would be 5,000 euro for sure, because I really work hard for that. You also receive tips, personal feedback from me all the time. If you have questions, I'm there all the time. I've created special access to recommend house sitting website, and also to the special people that I have You have a special list. So it's always good to have, I always send my student to my top list, that homeowner, because I know they are well certified and I know they're going to do the job, especially when it's $1 million home and they want something very, very special. And the good news is that when you access to the masterclass for this accommodation, luxury accommodation for free, all over the world, you become part of my family, and you have access to my personal network, like I say a little bit earlier. There's a private list, but you have access. You can take advantage of this special access and save on your registration simply by clicking the link below the video today. But this is only available for a limit of time, like I say. And this is very important. Access to traveling in villa with ocean view, private pool, housekeeper, gardener, car include is not just for the rich and famous. It's for you also. And I've been living this life. Like I say, I know this life is possible. It's for someone like you, ready to take advantage, ready to take adventure to a next level all over the world. I hope you can join me today and see you in my masterclass. Have a good day.